All right, welcome back. It's our Mystery Tackle Box unboxing for December of 2016. If you're not familiar with Mystery Tackle Box, they're a subscription-based company for $15 a month for the basic bass box. Here, they send you a box of tackle worth something more than that. And so this is the basic box here, and there are other boxes as well. If you check out my other videos, I also get a Mystery Tackle Box Pro every month, which is kind of an upgrade, as an upgraded box, but they've got species and technique specific boxes available as well. So you can check them out at mysterytacklebox.com. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what we got this month. All right. First up, we got the River to Sea Rover. Not necessarily the best time of year for top water. At least not here. The water temperatures, the air temperature so far just dropped like a rock. And the wind's blowing a gale today, which is why I'm sitting here filming, not on the water. But River to Sea Rover, it's a bit of a spitting walking bait. Just a nice little bait. This is the 98 size, so 9.8 centimeters, 98 millimeters long. This is in the loon color, if I remember correctly. Yeah, loon. So kind of a fish profile to it. But the nice thing about it is it's great. Kind of that twilight bite, or the night topwater bite, which I fish a lot of here in the desert. Fish won't come out during the day, but right at sunset, right after sunset during the summer, when they can get out of the fish can get out of the shade and not need sunglasses or eyelids, which they don't have. They'll start hitting topwater. So at night, you want to throw a black bait for topwater. Good hard rattle on this thing, and some high freak rattles as well. Yeah, you probably won't throw this for quite some time. But come summertime, when it starts to warm up around here and the sun's really out, this should be a great bait. Good hooks, feathered treble in the back. Yeah, really good hooks on these things. And this thing is 7/16 of an ounce. And 3 7/8 inches, 98 centimeters long, or 98 millimeters long. That is the River to Sea Rover, and that retails for $12.59. Right, next up, we got the Rage Blade Blaster. So this is a blade bait. It's kind of a takeoff of the normal Rage Blade. If you've ever seen a Rage Blade, it's a blade like this with a weight at the bottom and a tie on it. It's kind of a take on a chatterbait. So the normal Rage Blade has usually right below the line tie, or right in line with the line tie, is the hook and jig body, or hook body, and you put either a skirt or like a swim bait or something like that on it. This is more of a cold water blade bait, so just let it sink and rip it up, or just bring it back. And just the blade itself is meant to provide the profile, but this should be effective jigging, and also should be kind of a jerk and pause, or a retrieve and pause technique. Just let it sink. But on the retrieve, it's basically going to stand up this way and kick off a lot of vibration, and then it should fall, should flutter on the fall. This bright chartreuse color, a little obnoxious for around here in the clear water I typically fish, but for smallmouth like bright colors. So fairly small profile, and then due to the treble hook, whereas normally something like a Rage Blade I throw on like a normal Rage Blade chatterbait type, I throw on the same thing I throw on a chatterbait on. So medium heavy fast action to a medium heavy moderate fast action. This I'd probably go, because of the treble hook, I'd probably go towards more of a moderate action rod. That's also only a 1/4 ounce, so probably looking at a medium moderate action. Just medium cranking rod would be fine. Possibly medium heavy cranking rod. And then it's a sinking bait. I'd probably go with fluorocarbon line as well. So. That is the Rage Blade Blaster from Strike King, and that retails for $4.49. All right, next up we got the Finesse Double Tail Grub from Big Bite Baits. Oh, this would have been a great color at the Bienville. So one of my favorite stained watercolors. These are in Junebug. This is a 6-pack. Yep, 6-pack. Got Big Bite Baits standard anise scent to them. But this is just your basic small twin tail grub in a Junebug color. So great dirty watercolor. Come springtime, I know exactly where I'm going to be throwing these. I've got one lake around here with really stained water, lots of vegetation, and lots of really aggressive smaller bass. Ideally, I'd like to take my daughter up there and really get her into fishing, because I know she'll catch fish up there. All she's got to be able to do is get the line in the water, and we'll get her on some bass. But if I can work with her a little bit, I'll try and get her up there this spring. But this will be a great bait for that. Colder water, twin tail grub on a jig, drug along the bottom. Also a good drug slow along the bottom is a good bait. My only issue is, like I said, I fish mostly crystal clear water. It's not a very good clear water color. But the time will come later in the spring when that pond's ice out and is actually open for watercraft use. It's a wildlife management area managed for waterfowl. So during the waterfowl season, basically you can't take any kind of watercraft out on the lake. So that is the Finesse Double Tail Grub from Big Bite Baits. Has a 6-pack sampler for $257. Right next up with the Little Zipper Dipper. This is just a little paddle tail swim bait from Charlie's Worms. So nice paddle tail on it. Fairly tough plastic, actually. Hook slit in the belly, little pocket in the top, or just a groove in the top here to hide your hook point. And great little swim bait, kind of a finesse style swim bait for running on just a screw lock swim bait hook. You also cut this down a little bit, use as a spinner bait or a chatterbait trailer, if that was what you were looking for. But also, 4 of them, 3-way A rig might not be a bad choice to put on an A rig. Anyway, not a real strong scent, but they do have a little bit of scent to them. Just a nice compact swim bait from Charlie's Worms. And that is the Little Zipper Dipper 4-pack sample pack here for $249. Normally comes in an 8-pack for $5, $4.99. All right, last thing in here we got is the jig head from Mustad. So that's just a little 1/4 ounce swim jig head. So fairly stout hook for a 1/4 ounce jig head, but nice and compact there. These actually work fairly well with this swim bait, but if you're going to do that, I would recommend trimming the head down a little bit so you don't end up with a kind of a weird step in the front. But just a nice little eye on it, triangular jig head, fairly narrow in profile, and not a huge fan of the keeper here. It's just 2 little ribs on the shank of the hook here for a keeper. I prefer something a little more aggressive, either a piece of wire, a single piece of wire coming back, or if they're going to do a molded in, just something with a little bit more of a profile to it. I don't necessarily mind the rings, but these are really small. So anyway, that is the jig head, 1/4 ounce jig head, and it's just a plain color, so they're plain lead, they're not painted or anything like that, from Mustad. That's a 2-pack, and that's $2.52. That's all our baits in the box for this month. Also in the box we got our Catch Co sticker. This is the zombie bass they came out with for Halloween. Kind of a cool little cartoon bass there. And we got this month's Dibble Digest as well. Anyway, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Check out my other videos for some other unboxings, and check out my Bienville videos for some recent fishing down in Florida. Be getting out on the water hopefully day after Christmas, and try and get some video up from that, even if I don't catch anything. But until next time, cheers, tight lines.